Welcome to Ecozi Insights, where I've been joined by ZINECDA, focusing on SDG 4.2. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wadzanai.
May you kindly introduce yourself?
I'm Maslin Katlari from Zimbabwe Network of Early Childhood Development Actors. I'm also the secretary for Ecozi board.
Wow. May you kindly tell us what ZINECDA does in the education space?
Okay, basically ZINECDA is a membership organization which consists of about 196 members who are early childhood development actors, and we mainly focus on different areas so that we can promote early childhood development. And we have this membership in all the 10 provinces of Zimbabwe. Why do we really need to focus on the 10 provinces of Zimbabwe? Because we an organization which mainly focus on advocacy. So we build our advocacy on evidence-based. So we take our issues from the ground, making sure that we have got evidence-based from the ground, making use of the information that we get from our members. And with that, these members, it consists of early childhood development centers. It also consists of faith-based organization. Even some individuals, they are also part of the ZINECDA membership, not excluding the non-governmental organizations.
Okay. So in terms of the quick wins in the education sector, how do you go about it? And what is it that you would want to share with us in terms of the work that you've been doing?
Yes, since I have also highlighted that we are an organization which deals with advocacy, we also do knowledge generation.
Okay.
Why do we really we really need to do that? We take information from the ground, as I have highlighted. We make sure that all the stakeholders, even the duty bearers, everybody that we work with, even the parliamentarians, are well versed with what is happening, especially when it comes to the position where we are in terms of early childhood development issues. So with that, we take information, the data that is provided from the research that we always do. We normally do it at national level and even at regional level, because we also have a project that we have at the regional level where it consists of 6 countries that we are working with. So we take that evidence that we have, so that we can also have back our advocacy work. And when it comes to capacity development, you know that information is there, but people are not well informed. So it is also our duty as ZINECDA to make sure that people are well informed. We capacitate them in different areas. We take the policies that are there, that we have advocated for, and also make sure that all the stakeholders, the CSOs, and even the community are well versed with the policies that we have.
This is great. I understand that you with Ecozi had a journey in terms of advocating for the Zimbabwe early learning policy, which was realized in 2024, and also the budget processes. How do you work with the coalition at large to ensure that these things came to reality?
Yeah, we have managed to build a synergy sort of, whereby we have got different projects that we are running. We are working together. We are together with Ecozi. We are also a member of Ecozi, and we cover the education party, mainly focusing on early childhood development. You will see that with Ecozi, we were working together, especially when it comes to policy initiatives. We make sure that we come together, especially when it comes to bringing the voices together, and make sure that we utilize the resources that we have, and have one focused area that we focus on, so that we can have a positive result in whatever we do.
Given the resources, as ZINECDA working closely with Ecozi in terms of foundational literacy, which is early childhood development.
Yes.
What are the gaps that we are seeing, and how would you best close them?
Yeah, there are so many gaps, especially when it comes to implementation.
Okay.
We all know that, of course, we all fight for more budget for early childhood development and also more budget for the education. But it doesn't mean that at the end of the day, we get all the funds that we require. And the percentage at the moment for the education is 18%. And for ECD, it's 2.4, which compared to the 10% that was given at Tashkent Declaration. So it means there is still a wide margin that needs to be closed. So with that, you will see that there are so many areas that we really need to push for. You see the infrastructure. We normally face some challenges, especially when we go for the joint monitoring visits. We see some evidence that there are some gaps there. When we look at a school, normally they prioritize the higher grades, especially the grade 7s. Whenever there is a structure that is there, you see that grade 7s, they occupy the structures. And the early childhood development, they can be put under a tree. So you will see that we have got a shortage of classrooms for early childhood development, about 33,000 classrooms, which we really need to work on if it means that we have resources. Prioritizing early child development, because most of our 98% of our brain development, you know, at the age of 3, it would have reached there. So you will see that if we do not invest in early childhood development, it means we will keep on seeing some gaps. Even the problems that we talk about, the numeracy and the literacy, the gaps of dropouts that we always talk about, if we do not feed it early child development, you will see that we will keep on identifying those gaps. And at the same time, when we talk about the teachers, there is always a gap that we normally talk about, and we will shout about it. There are no teachers. In fact, teachers are there, but it's limited number. So we really need more teachers, if it means that we early child development teachers are trained and also deployed. Yes, so that we can cover the number that we require. You know, the Zimbabwe early learning policy, it has also closed the gap of the involvement of early childhood development. You see that there is also an increase because of those policies in the enrollment. So it means we are not going to put an effort in one area. We have to put effort in all areas. If it means that we have to increase the classrooms, number of classrooms, number of teachers, all should be done. Not forgetting the toilets itself. Yes. Wash facility is also one thing that is required, especially when it comes to early child development. They have got some ratios that we have and some circulars that were given by the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. They have got some ratios that they consider. 1:12, 1:20, depending on the areas that we are. So we really need to follow up on that one and cover all those gaps that we normally see. Yes, of course, we also talk about the holistic approach that we require for early child development. For a child to say he is educated, or when we are saying that he is developing well, we look at 4 aspects. That's the social part. We talk about the physical, we talk about the emotional. All of that we need to cover it when we talk about early childhood development. Not necessarily talking about the education itself, but also the well-being of the child. What is it that we are putting in place when it comes to health? What is it that we are putting in place when it comes to the safety of the child? What is it that we are talking about when we talk of the safe environment of a child? We really require so much, especially when we talk the outdoor and the indoor facilities that we also push for. We really need to make use of the what is there, the locally available resources that we have.